That works? Okay, I don't got too long. My camera is overheating. Today's a pretty hot day. But how we doing, everyone? Today's a good day. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little overwhelmed because my uni semester is about to start up, and I'm not stressed out in the fact like I'm not prepared. It's more of just like I have such these high internal standards for myself, and I'm kind of feeling the weight of that. I don't know if you can relate to that, but for me, I have these really high expectations and standards, and I guess when I want to go out and achieve them, I feel the weight of them, and yeah, just can be a little overwhelming. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I wanted to talk about this. All right, I think right now for you, life feels quiet, things feel steady. And in case you don't know by now, usually when this happens, you're about to level up. And not level up like magically, it's gonna fall out the sky. I mean, I can sense you're already picking up momentum, or you already have direction in your life and you know how you wanna go about it. I think if you just keep an eye focused on that, that's when your life will level up. No, that's when you know your life is gonna level up. And in doing this, I'll give you a little story. I saw one of my really good friends that I haven't seen in a while last week. And I'm really fortunate, to be honest, that I have people like this in my life who would still show up for me, even if I'm a dick, who would still accept me for me, even if, yeah, I'm not perfect. And I feel like it's really hard to find genuine bonds and genuine connections nowadays because a lot of people are very conditional. And to find people who support you unconditionally is truly gold. However, I've done a lot of changing, a lot of transitioning. I've become a lot better for me. And you've heard this all the time on social media, like when you become better or when you're on your journey to success or whatever you want to call it, a lot of people won't relate to your mindset, your vision, your passions. And that doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make them shit people. I don't like nowadays how social media tries to, I guess, diminish or degrade people because they're not on the same level as you, and that's not a good way to go about life. If you have true people who will still show up for you regardless, it doesn't matter if they're not locked in, they're still good and they're still going to support you, and that is worth way more, in my opinion, than having super locked in friends, but when the ships are down, you don't know if they're going to be there or not. So I'd take that over anything. But the other day, last week when I saw these people, don't get me wrong, amazing people, I love them, but I kind of fell back into an old pattern. I kind of started leaking, and I'm not punishing myself, this is a good way to reflect and improve moving forward. But I just kind of was like, man, how come these people just aren't in it as much as me? How come these people aren't as locked in as me? How come they just don't feel as passionate and on fire for these certain things I want to get out in life? And I feel like maybe for you, you're probably like that as well. You feel like on this journey, you're all alone. It's up to you. No one really gets your mindset. And I want you to know, first of all, you're not alone. There's people like me out here. But the truth is, you got to understand, and you can't get mad at the fact that some people just aren't as passionate as you. Some people don't relate to you on these things that is so morally sacred to you. And that is a very common thing. And social media talks about it a lot with us as ambitious people. When you're on your journey, no one's gonna understand it, all of this stuff you hear. Now that is true, but they don't explain in real world connections and in genuine, people just won't. And that doesn't make them bad. It doesn't make them shit. That's just the reality. And the worst thing you can do is internalize that. Get mad at the fact that they don't understand it and literally waste energy and kind of poison yourself because you're like, man, why aren't they in it as much as me? And dude, the truth is not everyone is going to be very driven, very focused, very ambitious like you are. And that's just the reality. I mean, do you really think the average person, which is like a good 85–90% of people, are gonna be very strongly rooted in a goal-orientated or an ambitious mindset like you? Most likely not. And that is just the reality. But it doesn't make people bad. Remember, everyone's unique, everyone's different. But I think what I used to do, and this is one of the worst things you can do, is get upset and get mad at the fact that people don't understand that. Because when you do that, you internalize it. And it's kind of like drinking poison. You think by getting angry and internalizing all of this is going to change reality, but reality is showing you it's poisoning yourself, and you're becoming, I guess, a little bit contempt, and you don't want that. Look, I think the fact that everyone is uniquely different is the most amazing thing. And I think it's good to have a group, maybe for you, I don't know you that well, but I'll talk about me, because when you have a group who are all uniquely different, but they're all disciplined and they're all ambitious and they're all structured, just in different areas from you, and this doesn't make you narcissistic, it's all a process. Everything's about learning, reflecting, getting better. That's why this phase is, I guess, you're about to level up, because you're learning these things now. And I'm on this journey with you, I just want you to know that. But when you have a group who's all uniquely different, but you all are disciplined, you're all focused, you're all ambitious, your weaknesses, no, their strengths will complement your weaknesses, and your strengths will complement their weaknesses. And then you create such a, I guess, strong, forming, unifying group, if that's even a word, to where you can all elevate each other and leverage each other. So even though you're all seeing the world differently, you complement each other in such a way where you can get after everything you want out of this life. Simply because of that mix, it creates like a chemical reaction, which can actually positively impact you into the right direction at a much better rate. It's a healthy way to go about it as well. I don't really like how the media nowadays is kind of glorifying if they're not on the same level as you, cut them off, because that used to be me. I used to think, and thank for my friend and my other friend who told me that I need to be more open. You know, I can't just go about life if they're not locked in, get rid of them. Some people actually are locked in, just not in the same things as you. And I feel like we all need to hear this. Maybe you already know this. This is such a universal niche that I feel like a lot of people talk about. But it is a good reminder. Start accepting people for who they are. Like, obviously, if people are, like, I'm not saying accept everyone, like us as ambitious people, if someone's clearly not operating at least on the same frequency as you, even if they're on a different direction, they're clearly lazy, obviously don't surround yourself with them, because they're not looking out for you, they're looking out for comfort and pleasure in the moment. And that's like the easiest way to kill your momentum. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Your set of friends, or if you're in a lonely phase right now, trust me, you will meet people. It's literally a guaranteed thing. There will be people who can connect with you. And bro, you got me. I'm in the same journey as you. I want this to feel like we're on the same journey. Just know that everything is working out the way it's meant to. And all I'm gonna say is you're leveling up. Just make sure you're doing it at a rate that's not gonna hurt you long term or negatively impact you long term. So yeah, I hope this video helped the right person. Sorry, man. Sorry, this video was a little bit forced. I'm a little overwhelmed for my semester because, you know, it's not just my semester I'm worried about. It's also a little bit of content and gym and, you know, just my life in general, how I'm gonna balance it. I'm still figuring that out, but I'm willing to do it. And I feel like if you're willing to show up, regardless of how difficult it may seem, that is one of the core traits that will determine someone who's gonna, I guess, make it or achieve what they want out of this life and someone who's not. So anyway, I hope this video helped you. Hope you could get something out of it, and I will see you in the next one, my friend. Peace out.